posting on behalf of my friend, she has many more of these. Cast. EM, you know who this is. EC, you know this too. Be my friend. M, manager. C1-3, the cops. So we'll call this store chain Bravigo, and B has been working there for the past 4 years. This happened in early 2020, so the panda bear was in full swing with mask mandates, etc. She's working the self-checkout area right by the doors and notices a woman enter with her screaming child, henceforth known as EM and EC. EM looks to be in her 40s, and her kid is wearing a school name class of 2020 sweater, so he was around 11 to 12. Right off the bat, EM looks pissed, probably from her goblin child screaming blue murder about how he wants McDonald's, and waltzes in without a mask. B notices and heads over to nicely ask her to put one on. Conversation paraphrased. B, welcome to Bravigo. Do you need a mask? EM, what? No. I just need a few things. She tries to shove her way past B and into the store. B, placing herself between EM and the rest of the store, quick trip, Yeah, I get that, but as per Bravigo policy, all staff and customers over the age of 10 need to be wearing masks in the store. EM, well, I don't have one. B, pointing to a stand with hand sanitizer and masks by the door, well, right over there we have some in case people forget. You can get one for you and your son. EC, Mum, I don't want to wear a mask. EM, hush sweetie, you don't have to. To B, my son is 8, he doesn't need one. And besides, I don't need one either, I just need to grab a few things, I'll be out in a few minutes anyway. EC, hey. I'm not 8. EM glares at her kid to shut up and he keeps whining about how he doesn't want to wear a mask. B, I understand, ma'am, but it's store policy, and if you won't wear a mask, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to shop elsewhere. The door signs clearly state you must wear a mask to shop with us. EM, raising her voice, but I just need a few things. It's not like I'm going all over the store. I want to speak with your manager. B, into her walkie-talkie, hey M, I've got a woman at the doors who wants to talk to you. M, be right there. Is it about masks again? B, yep. M, sighs, keep her at the doors, please. B, can do. Turning to speak to EM, please wait right here and M will be right over. EM, better not keep me waiting, I have a family to feed. M soon shows up and takes over. M, good afternoon. How can I help you today? EM, this child, B was 20, won't let me in. How am I supposed to feed my family if I can't even enter the store? M, well, ma'am, you're welcome to do your shopping here if you put on a mask. Noticing the class of 2020 shirt on the kid, and your son needs one as well, seeing as he's over 10. M, he's 8. EC, no, I'm not. MOM, stop saying that. M, be quiet, EC. Mommy's handling this. EC, don't yell at me. He's stomping his foot and screaming in her face. EM, don't you take that tone with me. Let me deal with these idiots, then Mommy will get you McDonald's after. The kid shuts up real quick. EM, to M, smirking, I can't wear a mask and neither can my son, we have asthma, and won't be able to breathe. M, I'm very sorry to hear that, but I'm afraid the rule goes for everyone, no entry without a mask. EM fucking explodes, I swear to oh God will suffocate with masks on. Are you trying to kill my child? I'm going to sue if you don't let me in right now. M, please don't raise your voice at me. I'm speaking to you like an adult, I expect the same in return. If you don't want to wear a mask then you can shop somewhere else. I hear that Smallmart is allowing customers to shop without masks if you'd rather go there. M, I'll speak however I want. You're infringing my rights as a Canadian citizen to breathe freely. I don't want to go to Smallmart, I'm already here, just let me do my fucking shopping. EM is panting like she just ran a marathon, and her crotch fruit pulls her down to whisper something in her ear. EM smiles like the Grinch after stealing Christmas and nods at her gremlin. He takes off into the store at a run, and they lose sight of him in the aisles. M sends B after the kid while he calls for Brivigo security. B is now searching up and down every aisle in the store and finally finds the kid in the frozen food section, all the way at the other end of the store. He's got his pants around his ankles and is squatting in the middle of the aisle, dropping a massive pile of shit on the floor. He sees B and grins at her. B gets on the walkie and calls M over, telling him what's going on. At this point, EM has reluctantly put on a mask and storms over with M just as EC drops the last nugget on his steaming pile. He pulls his pants back up and trots over to EM. EM, there we go, we found him, now I can shop in peace. M, absolutely not. You or your son need to clean that up immediately. EM, hell no. Get her to do it, pointing at B, it's her job. M, no it's not. Either you clean that up right now, or I'm calling the police. M, fine. Go get me some paper towels. M, to B, can you go grab the cleaning cart by the cash? B, yeah, no problem. B gets the cart and EM starts picking up the poop. M, I hope you understand, once that's cleaned up you'll need to leave. You and your son are banned for life. M, what? M, after this awful display from the both of you, you're not welcome to return. M, that's not fair. I've been a loyal customer here for years. You can't do this. And she flings the fistful of poop she's got at his head. He managed to dodge it, and it splattered on the freezer door behind him, running down the glass smearing a stinky brown path towards the ground. M gets on the walkie and asks for someone to lock the doors and call the cops while EM and EC make a beeline for the exit. Boy was she pissed when she realized she was locked in. She's screaming at everyone, her kid is complaining about the crap still stuck to his ass, and everyone else is staying the fuck away from the crazy lady with shit on her hands screaming about lawsuits, and how she'll have all the employees fired. I'm truly sad I wasn't there to see this shitshow, unfold in person, but B managed to show me the CCTV footage a few days later. The cops show up not too long after, in masks and gloves. The station was just down the street from the Blavigo, and M uses a side exit to go out and explain the situation. 3 cops enter and head over to where EM is still screaming like a banshee, sniveling hellspawn in tow. C1 ma'am, you're going to need to come with us. EM, like hell I am. HE's the one you should be arresting. Pointing a shitty finger at M, he made me clean up some random kid's poop. C2 ma'am, you need to calm down and come outside with us, or we'll be forced to detain you. You can come peacefully or in handcuffs. It's your call. EM rushes the officers, probably to start hitting them or something, and C1 and C3 grab her and pin her on the floor, with C2 cuffing her while reciting her rights. EC is scream-crying now, telling the cops to leave his mom alone and trying to pull them off her. C1 turns around and grabs EC in a bear hug, lifting him off the ground as he's kicking and screaming to be let go, and carries him out to the squad cars in front of the store, all while EM is screaming about child abuse and unlawful detainment, and you'd better get your hands off my child right now, or I'll sue you all to high heaven. EC is packed into the back of one car, EM in the other, and C1 comes back to finish up with M and B, taking their statements, and getting a copy of the CCTV footage. EM was charged with disturbing the peace, aggravated assault for the poo flinging, resisting arrest, and trespassing. She never came back to that store, and was banned from all Brivigo locations for life along with her son. M ended up cleaning the poo, not wanting to make his employees do it. ETA, this happened in Montreal, and was all in French. I've done my best to translate it.